We welcome you back one last time to Medina, Tennessee. South Gibson, the Hornets with a 41-14 win over Boston Central. Coach Sean Jackson joins us now. And Coach, this ball game, some big plays really hurt you. I really thought for the first quarter and a half, your defense really stood up to a very good offensive ball club.
Yeah, we played good on defense. The score's not indicative of the game. I thought we played really great on defense earlier. We stopped them, and then we played about as bad as you could play at times on offense, and then we played real good. I mean, but you know, we put the defense out there in bad situations. We turned the football over, and you can't do that and beat somebody that's ranked 6th in the state. You know, you can't do those things. And but I'm proud of our defensive guys. I told them that at halftime. I said if it wasn't for the offense, we'd be winning the game. So you know, that's how it goes. Our kids played good on defense. We just played really bad on offense.
Coach, you look at you know, 5 turnovers in a ball game. And we've talked about this before because you've had some turnover issues, but you know, you're right. You're not going to win games with that many turnovers.
No, and they didn't turn it over any.
Right.
You know, and they're coming off a bye week. You know, our goal is to preach 3 turnovers, and you turn it over 5 times, and then they all lead to scores. You know, turnovers lead to scores, and that's what happens. And you know, you can't turn it over. And then, you know, we did bad on kickoff return. It put us in some bad situations. We fell down a couple of times, getting the ball at the 12-yard line once, and then at the 18 another time. And, you know, that's what we're missing in this league. You know, they got a kicker that can kick it off in the end zone, and we don't, and that played to their advantage. But Trent came in, ran a kickoff back. You know, we finally got somebody there to catch the ball. We finally did what we were supposed to do. And then, you know, we've done a good – we're able, when we do what we're supposed to do, we can be good. But when we don't do what we're supposed to do, we can be really bad. And we did a bunch of bad things tonight.
You've got a bye week next week. It looks like you've got some people still kind of banged up.
Oh, yeah.
Hyde was back tonight, but he's got a concussion, so that's kind of iffy.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
We need a bye week in the worst way. You know, Trent's been out there all year long fighting through it really on one leg. Blake Rudd's been banged up. Ben Jones has been banged up. Burner was banged up tonight. That's why we took him out of the game. Josh Floyd's been banged up off and on, but he played a great game. We've had it's the bye week's at the right time. We got to get a lot of people healthy. We're really in a bad way physically coming into this deal, and then we'll be a lot better once we can rest up and get everything fixed.
Talk about moving Floyd to the backfield tonight. Something, I mean, he's been out on the receiving corps all year long, and he's a senior, and you expect him to be able to step up and move around. But I thought he did a real nice job. We had him over 100 yards.
Yeah, he's a great kid. He could. We were going to make him with Devin Fair's backup last year and move Bryce into a different spot, and then Josh got hurt. You know, and then this year, you know, I thought he was going to be the best wide receiver that we had out there. And then, you know, we wanted to go to more 2-backs with Josh, and then he had mono. You know, we were going to be more of a 2-back team with Josh and Bryce back there in the beginning. Then he and Bryce had mono, and then that kind of threw everything for a loop. And we're still not over that to some degree. But, you know, Josh Floyd went in there in 1 week, picked everything up, and rushed for 100-something yards. He's a great football player, and that's the position that he needs to be at. And I'm glad that he was able to play well tonight.
You know, because you look at, and you said at times your offense moved the ball pretty well. You end up with over 300 yards of offense, what I've got. So, you know, obviously you want more and it could be better. But, you know, there were times, and we've talked about this all season long, but there are times when they looked really good.
Yes.
And then there are times when you see mistakes and you see some young mistakes.
Yeah, and that's what ends up happening when you have sophomores at quarterback and you have sophomore running backs. You have young people at skill positions. You're going to make some mistakes. And here's what we do. We'll get 5, 6, 7 yards on one play, and the next play we have a no gain or a negative play, and then you're forced in bad situations. And you can't do that with a quarterback that's in the 10th grade. You know, we can't do that. And then, you know, people forget the little things. We dropped 2 touchdown passes down here running wide open. Great read by the quarterback. And then, you know, the score is 34-21 then instead of the other way around. And whenever you drop touchdown passes, things come back the other way on you, and that's what happened. But, you know, when we did what we were supposed to do, made good reads, and we throw and caught, you know, we can make plays. But, you know, you're going to have some growing pains. But we've got to be better than that. It's at the middle of the year. We shouldn't be doing that stuff, you know, after the 7th game. We should be a lot better than that.
Coach, you do get a bye week next week.
Yes.
This South Gibson team, you know, we talked about this last year. new school, new team, but they had some talent, especially the Walden kids really stood out. And,
Yeah.
you know, you look at this team this year, they've proven to be exactly what we thought they were.
Yeah, they've got great athletes. Scott is a great coach. He's a great guy. They've got a good football program. I've never been over here before. This is a great atmosphere for high school football, and I think they'll always be good. I think that they'll always have a good football program. They've got a good setup. They've got good kids. They've got good support. So, you know, I think that they could make a run in the playoffs. I hope they do. They're first class. They've got a bunch of good, talented kids. And, you know, I look for them to, they could win out. You know, they could cause some people the problems, man, the rest of the way.
Coach, you, after the bye week, and we'll just touch this briefly because I know you've got some time to think about it, but then you get to make a trip to Covington.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's part of it. You know, Covington's no different than these guys. I mean, they're good. You know, they're good. I mean, you know, they're good. Covington's good. You know, we played a lot of people that were good, and we've had our opportunities, and we just, you know, we've shot ourselves in the foot. But, you know, it's the next man up. I mean, if we play well, we can beat anybody. We can play with anybody. If you play bad, we can't beat anybody. I mean, we don't have people at the skill positions that can bail us out with big plays and stuff like that. You know, it seemed like last year something was going, Marcus Parr would get a turnover and it would be a touchdown. Or Trent last year, those guys forced and Trent would make a big play, and, you know, or LeDevin, my gosh, or McGrew. We had those kind of kids, and now we're young in a lot of aspects. You know, we got Kane Aaron out there as a freshman. We got Jacob Hyde out there as a freshman, and he and Camden Napper, our skill kids, will all be back next year except for Blake Rudd. But you know, it's just one of those things. We've got to practice. We've got to get a lot better. Then I look forward to the bye week. I look forward to playing Covington. I'm not upset about this. I mean, I want to win every game, but I want to get the tape back and get things fixed and move forward and commit to be positive. That's what we're going to do at Central.
Coach, we appreciate your time as always, and you know, enjoy the bye week to the point of getting your kids healthy.
Yeah. There's no doubt. I got to go to St. Louis to take my son Cooper to get operated on this week, so it'll be an interesting week, but we're blessed and we'll be ready to roll.
Well, we'll be praying for him, and
hey,
I'll ask everybody to do the same.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it, Danny.